Blog Talk Radio.
This young Castro from the Outlaw. This your boy Al Capone. What's that in this bootleg? The Rock Capone from the Dayton family. Baby, this your boy Al Capone. What up, y'all? This is E-Shop. Yo, what's up? This your boy C-Murder, and I'm chilling with my boy Scott Beta, and you're listening to the Murder Master Music Show. Is the hottest thing out right now, you heard me? Keep it true.
Episode 161 Murder Master Music Show. Got the homie Mac J on the line.
What up with it, Fred?
Fuck. I got some type of bug. I know the homie Mook, he's sick too. A lot of people getting sick right now. Some type of flu shit going around, but it ain't gonna stop us. Ain't nothing gonna stop us. None of you Facebook snitch ass motherfuckers are gonna stop us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just got out of Facebook prison because some asshole wanted to go back
for a week and shit.
3 years on one of my posts. You got rid of 6. Do you think that hurt him at all? That affected him? You know, I'm going out saying, fuck all you motherfuckers, all my enemies. Anybody that did me or my people wrong, I got no fucking love for any of you cocksuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm talking to you fucking, give me some type motherfuckers that are always talking, gimme, always want something. You know what I'm saying? And the moment a motherfucker doesn't deliver, you're on some bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? All y'all can just get the fuck away from us. You know what I'm saying?
Keep on keeping on, motherfucker.
There's no
Stay
need
away
for
from
any
this
of
shit.
motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to those who support. You know what I'm saying? During the second hour, we got the homie Relic Killer. He's going to be on here. You know what I'm saying? Straight up out of Cincinnati. He's been on here before.
For sure.
You know, but we got the return visit from DJ Paul. That's going to be amazing because you know what I'm saying? He's been on the show a couple times. You know what I'm saying? In the past. You know what I'm saying? Once even with his brother and the whole Mafia 6. You know, so, it's always an honor.
And I got to see him like when we had Jelly Roll on. I got to see Paul and them at that same concert too. That shit was dope too.
Yeah.
So, I think they shows out if y'all get a chance to they come to a city near you. Shit, fuck it, go see them. Why not?
Yeah, definitely support.
Them hits are still there.
Mafia 6 and. You know what I'm saying, what they're doing. And there's another thing I want to talk about with Paul, too. Check this shit out, Mac. You're going to love this. They got a Lord Infamous, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace. They got Lord Infamous Smokers box, man. It's like a kit, man, for all you weed heads out there, man. They like to smoke. So, man, that shit's, we're going to try to talk about that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're going to also talk about
stage and shit.
The newest project, you know what I'm saying, the mixtape, and then the album, which is coming, you know what I'm saying, early next year. I think it's coming in March. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I think this might be our guest right here. Let me see. This you, Paul?
What's cracking?
How you doing, my brother?
Oh man, I'm good. Chilling.
Yeah,
what's going on with it, bro?
What up, man?
It's been a minute, man, and first and foremost, you know what I'm saying, we're definitely, you know what I'm saying, saddened at the loss of Lord Infamous, man. He's been on the show before, and always an honor to have him on the show, and, you know, huge loss to the rap game, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We definitely, you know, send our condolences out to you and your family, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
But I see you guys are still, you know what I'm saying, you got Lord Infamous with you. You're still moving on. You're doing the Mafia 6. You're going all over the country. You know what I'm saying? What's it like, you know what I'm saying, right now? What's your schedule like these days?
Well, man, it just freed up, you know, finally, you know what I'm saying, so I could get in the studio. I'm actually sitting in the studio right now, messing with this stupid computer, but we've been busy all year, you know, from that first mixtape, but now we finally got a break to go in and finish this album, man. So that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, definitely. The album is dropping in March, right?
Yeah, March 6th, 3/6/2015.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys, you know what I'm saying, are you guys going to hit the road again to promote it, or what do you got planned for the first year?
Yeah, we're gonna hit the road. I got some other stuff that I got to do. So I'm gonna make time to, do it for this as well, but yeah, we definitely gonna hit the road with it. I got to do some shows with some other people the top of the year. Like I just did the single for this big dubstep DJ out of Canada named Datsik, Datsik, and I did his single, the dubstep single called "Get Smashed." So I just did that, and we debuted number 4 on iTunes with that last month or whatever. So that was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? My first little debut was on a dubstep record or something completely out of my genre to get top 5. That was pretty cool. So anyway, his tour starts the end of January or the beginning of February. I'm gonna do some dates on that, and then I'll make my way to the Mafia.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope because I got a chance to see y'all when y'all came to over in Sauget, Illinois, in St. Louis, when you was with the Insane Clown Posse. We had Jelly Roll on here last week, and that was a dope ass show, man. I just want to let y'all know that shit was off the chain, man. Shit.
Yeah,
actually, it was my first time ever going to a Juggalo show anyway. So, like when I seen like an 8-year-old boy with face paint crowd surfing and shit, that shit was kind of that shit was crazy, man.
So we're doing another tour next year that'll be us and Insane Clown Posse, and it'll be for the album that we did together that came out the later part of this year. It was called Killjoy Club, and it was Mafia 6 and ICP, and the name of the album was Reindeer Game. That's that album in stores and online now. We're gonna do a tour for that next year. Killjoy Club.
Oh, so yeah, y'all gonna be all on the road pretty much. And like I said earlier, shit, go check them out, man. Shit, still live ass shows, man. I love the fact that y'all come to the hood clubs and shit like that and do that shit for real, man, because that's where it's at, man. You know what I'm saying? That underground feel when y'all hit back on the town. I love that shit.
Yeah, that's the best, man. That'd be the best, man. Hitting the hood spots, man. And, because that's where it feel better at them. You know what I'm saying? It feel like family event. Hardcore fans, and not just somebody that's there just for the fuck of it.
Right.
People
the show was good seeing you, Coop, and Crunchy on the stage at the same time too. That shit was cool as fuck. Especially when y'all did Who Run It. That shit got. I thought motherfuckers was gonna start stomping in that motherfucker for a hot second. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the feelings you get when you hear that shit, man. It's good to see it. I'm glad y'all still rocking like that and still bring that energy when y'all perform them cuts.
Mhm. Oh yeah, definitely.
Always.
Definitely. Tell me about that the Lord Infamous Smokers kit, man. What's that about? Because that looks like something I need to get.
Yeah, you need to get that, man. It got I think it comes with some rolling papers. It comes with I think a grinder maybe, and what else it comes with? A lighter. I can't remember what else it comes with. I don't even have one. Like when we did the release party for it in New York some weeks back, I ended up giving mine to a friend of mine to one of the homies. So I was like, I just get the company to just send me another one, but I just want to get it to my homie in New York, so I won't have to ship it. So I don't have mine. I'm gonna have to get one later.
Right.
I saw that. I was like, man.
I didn't worry about that. I just want to make sure my people were supplied.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, definitely. what's been up with you? You know what I'm saying? As far as after the wife swap, that was crazy. I never thought if anybody on wife swap, I never thought I'd see DJ Paul. What made you want to do that, Paul?
Oh, well, the chick had a lot to do with it. That's ABC, man. So they pay the big bucks on that one. So outside of that, yeah, it was good promotion, and they didn't promote the barbecue like they said they was. I kind of got tricked out of that. That was the main thing I was doing it for. But whatever. I just figured it would be some fun to do, and my son is a real good actor. He won a lot of acting awards, so I was like, it'd be cool for him to get him on TV and let him have some fun and
show his personality and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and pick a check for him as well. Yeah. So
that's so cool. That was crazy. I was like, man, I gotta check this shit out. But that I was looking for the John Wayne Gacy blood painting, man. The homicide blood painting.
You know what?
You got that put away?
If no. If you go back, well, no, you wouldn't know because you don't know my house. But people that know my house was like, damn, man, what they do? Because they took all of my pictures down. Like when you walk up my steps, like when she tell my son to come down the stairs, and I think she asked him about cleaning this room or whatever. Well, at the top of those stairs in my house is a big old, like, 8-foot tall, 9-foot tall woman with a G-string thong on, and her titties out and some boots. They made me take that down. They was like, "Come on, man, ABC, man, they're not gonna allow that in the back." They wouldn't show they took all the serial. Well, they didn't take the serial killer pictures down, but they just didn't show their wall. But a lot of pictures but I got crazy art all over my house. I love art, so and they can't, if you can't get a sign off from the artist that made those paintings and different stuff like that, you can't show them,
Right. Yeah, you definitely can't get a sign off from John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah,
shit.
He's signing in his own blood.
Yeah, you'd probably be good with some of those guys, and I think all their rights are waived anyway. But they just ABC didn't feel a serial killer wall fit with the whole.
Yeah,
a family show. Yeah, and there's John Wayne Gacy with the evil clown looking on his face.
Man, all the older people that watch ABC, like the OG rich folks sitting there in their gowns, they'd have been like, why the hell did ABC hook this sweet woman up with this crazy guy that's infatuated with serial killers, and she got to sleep in this house? They probably been scared of hell. They already asked me, like, before you do celebrity wife swap, they do a full body test on you. Like, you have to do a full physical, make sure you don't have any diseases or anything like that, because they know you might end up cooking for somebody else's kid or somebody else or this and that or whatever the case is. So they want to make sure that you clean, and so they make you take all this. They make you take a physical and the blood test and all this shit. But then they also turn around and they make you take a crazy test. They don't call it a crazy test. They call it something else. But basically what they do is they ask you a bunch of stupid questions. And it takes 3 hours to do this test. My son even had to do this test. But you have to sit in a room by yourself with just the doctor that they'll send to you from another state. And he's sitting there and he asks you all these questions and you have to mark the answer. You can't tell him, and he's not going to tell you if you passed it or not right there. They'll tell you another day. But they'll ask you questions like, if you're in a room with a lot of people, do you scream and run out of the room?
Yeah. Like, what kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they try to see what kind of person you're going to be before you come around somebody else's family. Like, they'll ask you, like, have you ever thought about torturing a puppy before or some crazy shit like that? And, you know, believe it or not, some people actually answer yes to some of this crazy shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's when they be like, well, look, you can't be on the show because these people got puppies at their house, man, and we don't want you to jump into a mood in this motherfucker. So
pretty much they just screening y'all and shit before they place you in a crib or something.
Yeah, and when they came to my house, they were like, Paul, we know you got guns in here. Did you get rid of all the guns? I said, yeah. So did. I just took them from out in the open and like on the kitchen table and just put it in the drawer. But yeah.
Sounds like, I mean, yeah, they really go through some Homeland Security type screening process and, you know, but shit, man, I mean, you would think they would listen to some of your music and be like, man, this guy, you know what I'm saying, he might be sipping lean when we're trying to film, you know. But
well,
man,
they thought about all that. The reason why I got on the show and didn't have no problem probably is because I know a lot of people in Hollywood from living out here so long. So, you know, the people that know me personally is who hooked it up, and they probably told me like, he's really, a cool guy once you get to know him. Just don't get on his bad side. But other than that, he's a cool guy and he's funny and whatever like else they told him. And it happened. You know, and it was fun, man. I had a blast, man. ABC, all of them real cool that took care of us.
Yeah, that was dope.
Especially coming from Black Haven, you know what I'm saying? I came up some years in Black Haven, went to Hillcrest and everything, so like to see a guy from the town doing something, man, that's always cool, man. Especially when when people probably first tuned in, they probably just tuned in thinking it was going to be some drama or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But to just show motherfuckers how y'all really is, man, that's some real shit.
It was one of the more calmer episodes. I mean, there was no fighting or nothing, so, I mean.
Yeah, man, because I wasn't going to get on there with all that. I'm like, man, I was like, because when you do that should stick with you forever. Like when I told when I lost my temper on the famous food, and I told the chick that I was gonna, I called her a bitch and told her I was throwing her ass out the window. They put that shit on the commercial.
Yeah, they sure was.
Man, they had a nigga looking like a woman. A woman beat a He-Man woman hate on that motherfucker, man. I'm like, you was the first Ray Rice and shit, man. Yeah, that's what they were trying to make nigga look like, and that's what I was like. And I was like, nah, I ain't gonna have me looking like that out here. I was like, if niggas see me like that, it's gonna be in the club or at a show or somewhere where the shit don't even matter. But not on no TV with no, not my elders, all them watching that, man. Cause that'd be the first thing that happens. As soon as you go to court over anything, it can be something small like you can get anything. It can be a speeding ticket. You can go to court for that, and they be like, well, the police said we tried to give you the ticket. You cussed them out and told me you were gonna throw them out the window, and we know you're doing it because we saw you on TV saying the same shit. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. Try to use it against you and shit.
Yeah, they will. I just recently went on my Instagram, man. I had to clean that out. I was like, no, let me get all this bad shit up off it, because they try to bring shit like that back up on your ass.
Yeah, they do. They got it. They just flagged me for a post that I made 2.5 years ago. You know, it's like, who the fuck is gonna spend that time to go through your shit? You know what I'm saying? Back years. And you kind of feel like you're in school again, and you're getting reprimanded like a child. It's like, this is social media. This is not a fucking classroom. 36. You know what I mean?
They put your ass on lockdown for a week.
Yeah, they'll eventually stop that. You know, right now they're just trying to keep it a little clean, but they'll eventually stop all that because America is a. America used to be leaders, but now America is followers, and America trying to follow everything that they see Europe do, because Europe was the only people that were still good in that depression, and when all the money got all messed up in 2007, 2008, and all that. So Europe was still going good. Me and Jesus was over there touring Europe, and they had big signs on the building saying "fuck a depression," and all that. Like, we good over here, and they was, so. because America shoots themselves in the foot because they're so stupid. But so with that being said, like overseas, you know, nudity is nothing. You know, we'll be in a hotel room on tour overseas, and 5, 6 in the morning they'll show. All of a sudden, your channel will turn into a strip club, pretty much. It don't show other people in there, but it just shows just a girl in front of a white screen just dancing. You know, but you just sitting here.
Wow.
So weird, but I mean, it's cool. Like, if there's nothing else on TV and you only got like 2 channels that's English and it's like CNN and one other bullshit channel, you be like, fuck, I'm just going to watch this chick sit up and dance to this stupid ass music and fall asleep. So, you know, nudity is nothing over there. You know, they got nude beaches all over Greece and this and that. We got a couple of nude beaches too or whatever, but on TV they show nudity and stuff like that. And America's starting to get more and more into that. You know, America even changed their money to look like Europe money. The new colorful money we got, you know, that money been like that.
Euros, yeah.
Yeah. Euro. It ain't just that though. The small cars, the funny MC Hammer pants, all that shit was in Europe when Mid Juice was over there in like 2007. America just catching up on a lot of the shit over here. You know, but you know, one like in China don't let you have Facebook and all that social media shit. Not all of China now. You can have it in Macau where the casinos are in Hong Kong and Beijing, but some of the other parts, they communists or whatever, and they don't believe in all that shit. You know, it's kind of a good thing too. It's kind of a good thing when you think about it. But anyway.
Oh yeah, no doubt. We're gonna take a couple callers, Paul. Got area code 910. You're on the line with DJ Paul. Hello.
910.
Hey, Prez.
Hey, what's up, Mook? You're on the line with DJ Paul. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm high as a giraffe ass right now, man. I'm on NyQuil and hydrocodone.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Paul. I got a question for you, bro. And I know you probably don't get this from aspiring artists. I want to know how much is your listening fee? How much you gonna charge to listen to a nigga album?
That's the easy shit to Jerry Heller back in the day. Hey, Jerry, I got $700 for you.
I don't know. I never. Obviously, I never got asked it before, so I never put it up.
I'm going to tell you why I asked you that, Paul. I had Project Pat number a few years ago, and I had the nigga number for that. I was running Brady Entertainment for him. And they was real impressed by what they heard, but y'all was busy as hell shooting Hollywood. You know what I mean? And me, I know a pimp when I see a pimp, and you got to pay a pimp for his attention. You understand what I'm saying? So... yeah. I feel like, you know, if I can't fund myself, I know your pocket pretty big over there. And when I did talk to Pat was, you know, trying to get $3,000 out of me for a song. And I was like, dude, fuck the $3,000 for a song. Put me in a position to put $30,000 or $300,000 in your pocket. Because I got the music you need. I'm just telling the truth. You put the Mafia 6-pack together because you're tired of hearing this bullshit. And so am I.
Boo.
Exactly.
There's a time and place for that, man. We'll hook it up.
You're right. Let me leave that alone. I said I'm high, nigga. My bad.
Leave your info with them at the radio station, and I get it, and we'll figure out how we make this happen.
Yeah, most definitely. I'll get it to you.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, man. But I imagine you get approached a lot. Do you get a lot of people that hand you demo tapes still? CDs. Do they still even have CDs anymore? I don't even know.
Yeah, they do. They do have CDs, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the young cats you run into in the streets still be hustling, you know, CDs, you know what I'm saying? I like CDs, you know, and my fans, a lot of my fans, my core Mafia fans love CDs as well. So when we be breaking out projects, they be begging me for the physical copies. They be like,
hell yeah, that's how I am right now to this day. I love physical copies, man.
Cassette tapes, too. They collect cassette tapes.
I got a bunch of cassette tapes over here. You know, I got I got a bunch of cassette tape players. I still got my cassette tape players from when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I was keeping them jobs around. But yeah, I like the CDs. CDs still around here. You know what I'm saying? Best Buy ain't got that many on though. I don't know when the last time you went in the Best Buy music section. But man, they got that super sharp. It used to be like 3 rows. Now it's like 3, like the row you walk down, like 3 aisles, brother. And now it's like 2 or 3 little small little sections.
Yeah, I hate the fact that with the music nowadays too, man, you just can't get that feel with the physical copies. Just going into the music stores, checking shit out, being able to listen to shit before you buy it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when they killed the record stores, man, that's killing the game a little bit too, man. So if you can still make physical copies, keep making them motherfuckers because people will buy them.
Yeah, I always do. That's we making something for the Watch What You Wish album that's dropping in March. I always make physical because I like them myself. You know, I was a fan, you know, too, back in the day of different artists, and I still am fans of different musicians. And I like reading in the back, seeing what city they recorded it in and what city they from, and who produced it and who did the scratches and all that shit. I like reading all that type of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
now you want the artwork and everything on people's albums made it classic too, man.
Yeah, all the extra pictures on the inside, man. But you don't get none of that no more. Like you don't know where a nigga recorded that shit. And then the way music is these days, everybody sound alike, so you don't even know where nobody at, where nobody's from, because you know back in the day, if you heard something like you heard some country, you got all them niggas from Atlanta or the South or Memphis or somewhere. And you heard the West Coast, you knew it from the West Coast. But these days, man, you don't know where a motherfucker's from because everything sounds the same.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're right. There's no distinction. We always talk about that. There's no distinction, and there's no. I mean, back in the day, Compton was Compton, and the Bay was the Bay, Houston was Houston, Memphis was Memphis. You know, there was lines and boundaries, and you knew where to go to get the good shit. But nowadays, you don't know who's who anymore, I guess. I'm glad you know the script, Paul.
Yeah, I got
a lot of motherfuckers don't, you know.
It's a good thing, though, in a way. The only good thing about it, the messed up part about it is it kills hip-hop, you know, but at the same time, it opened doors for people to be heard, you know, nationwide versus, like, back in the day when, because I done been through pretty much every era of hip-hop, you know, obviously not in the 80s, but when it first started in the late 70s or whatever, but, you know, 90s on up, I was there. So I was there when New York radio DJs was like, you know, fuck down south music and this and that. You know, I've seen all of that to the point where everybody, a lot of people in New York, you know, sound like they from the south. You know, it's a good thing. You know, I was always a fan of New York artists, so you know, it's cool with me either way. But as far as being played on the radio, that was what used to trouble me. You know, and I used to be like, damn, we can't get played on the number one radio station in America. But we finally got it. You know, and when we hit it hard, and they start fucking with us tough, Funk Master Flex and all those guys. Still good.
It was good to see that too, man. When y'all was on y'all rise, man, and finally making it. Because you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like you said. Didn't nobody really want to hear from the South, and Memphis always gets slept on out of all the cities in the South. I always felt anyway. Not only because I'm a part of Memphis, but I still feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so much talent that's in the city of the M. You know? Yeah. And it get hurt.
All that shit.
Memphis gets slept on everything that it do. Like, you know, even last year when the Grizzlies was running, you know, and it was looking like we was almost going, you know, get the whole thing. You know, you didn't even really hear about it. Like
you know, right now, you're doing good. You don't hear about it either. Grizzlies.
You don't even hear about it.
Yeah, they're right up there with not too far behind Golden State. You know what I'm saying? But y'all ain't fucking with the Bulls now. Come on now. You know we're gonna once D Rose gets back in prime shape, man, it's over.
I like the Bulls.
Yeah, they're
actually. I got family in Chicago, so you know Chicago is a part of my life. Cause I got my big sister living there, my big brother live there, nephews, cousins, everything in Chicago.
Yeah, I remember you was telling me. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, was it your aunt that has a church that you do some function with every year, or your
my
sister?
My sister do. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where you at?
Me, I'm in Southern Illinois. Mac is in St. Louis.
Yeah, I'm in St. Louis.
But I was born and raised in Berwyn and Cicero, so you know what I'm saying. I stayed up there till I was about 20, and came down here. I mean, Southern Illinois compared to Chicago is just polar opposites. It's like fucking. There ain't shit down here. Just cornfields and meth. You know.
Yeah.
It's methamphetamines and corn.
Yeah, when we was just on the Shock Fest, the ICP tour, and it was like I saw on the sheet that we was playing in Illinois. So I started telling all my family, I'm like, man, I'm coming to Illinois. All my family in Chicago, they like, nigga, that ain't Illinois. Where you gonna be at? That's St. Louis.
Yeah, I went to that. I was at that show too. That shit was off the track right before. It was right before Halloween too.
Yeah, it was nice, but they was like, man, that shit far as hell from Chicago. We ain't coming down there. I was like, damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just over the bridge from St. Louis, but that's, all this shit been going on crazy around this motherfucker. I ain't really been seeing the tanks and all that shit riding around like they was a couple of weeks ago, but I know shit's still ready to pop off. What's your take on all the stuff that's been going on in Ferguson with the police and all that shit?
Man, it's crazy, man. It was a sad situation, man. But and send my condolences to his family. But one thing that I feel, I feel that a lot of the stuff that go on, the media be just all crazy into it. It's like a lot of the stuff that go on these days, it's been going on. That ain't the first time police, killed a black person. They do this every day. You just don't hear about it a lot. That situation was just so messed up because of the way it went down. That they publicized it a lot, but they do it every day. That same week, man. Just last week, between now and when that happened, man, I done heard maybe about another 10 of those. Somebody in L.A. got killed by the police.
Exactly.
Somebody
threw a flash grenade in a crib.
Man, it's all kind of people get killed by the police every day, man. Down in Mississippi, man, it's regular white folks going around down in a pickup truck killing niggas like it ain't nothing, man. Like they still like in the 60s and the 70s. I be on the internet. I live on the internet, so I be seeing all this shit, but a lot of people, they don't really see it, so when they hear about some of this stuff, just like the dude up in New York, that was messed up too. That man was up there breaking up a fight or some shit. Yeah, he probably ain't committed a crime his whole life. I don't know or whatever. There's no research on nothing, but man, it happens all the time, man. It's just messed up, and the worst part about it is gonna keep happening. It ain't like they're going to be like, oh, well, we did that in Ferguson, we did that in New York, man, and, and Obama was on that time, man, we got to put some cameras on the police, and they spend all these billions of dollars, or going to spend all these billions of dollars for cameras on police, for what? They don't need the cameras on the police. Niggas in the audience, niggas on the street holding the cameras, they see the videos, they don't
right. Like with
Mr.
See the
Green,
videos, you saw that.
They just want the cameras on the police so they can delete them motherfuckers. That's
right, pretty much.
They want some cameras that they can delete. They don't want these cameras on motherfuckers walking. In a minute, they're going to start kicking your ass.
They're going to say, they're going to say it's illegal to film the police. I already seen a couple congressmen, matter of fact, prayers right there in Illinois, trying to get some legislation to make it illegal to be filming police when they doing their duty.
It's the most corrupt state in the fucking country. I mean, they don't want to. I mean, three of our last four governors were in prison. What did they arrest the dude for in New York that filmed that dude getting killed? He got the only one that got indicted was the guy filming the murder. You know what I'm saying? They got him. I forget what the charge is, but he got indicted for filming someone else kill somebody. That's fucking crazy.
Pretty much.
No, but filming a police kill somebody, that's what makes it terrible.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The cop kills
the police.
And you see the dude, he's eyeing the dude from behind, get ready to get the choke in place and everything, and it was just straight up fucking murder,
Dude had his hand up in the air. He was saying, "I can't breathe." Like, how many times do you need that this man is gonna die?
Just like that homeless guy, Kelly Thomas. He said, Dad helped her killing me like 50 times, and please God, they're killing me 30 or 40 times, and man, they killed that motherfucker too. It's horrible.
Yeah,
but
man.
It's like, man, we're in our mid-30s or whatnot. We got kids. The kids are gonna inherit this shit. That's what fucks with me the most, is what kind of world they gotta grow up in.
Oh man, it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse, man. It's gonna be
way
so
worse.
Mhm.
Some dude just squirted lighter fluid down some girl's throat and lit her on fire. She burned to death from the inside out. It's like, fuck that shit.
Can you imagine what a cell phone gonna be in another 5 to 10 years? It's gonna be crazy. You're gonna be able to do whatever you want to do. You're gonna be able to do it with a cell phone.
Like George Carlin said, you could scratch your nuts with it and flip pancakes.
You're gonna be able to plug an adapter to that motherfucker. You're gonna have a pussy on the end of that bitch. You're gonna be able to stick your dick in.
Yeah, a virtual Vanessa Del Rio sucking your dick straight off your cell phone.
The good old flashlight.
It ain't gonna be no privacy, no such thing as privacy. It's gonna be like the Truman story with Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Yep.
Pick people and they'll be totally unaware that they're being watched. Well, that's how it is, right? You're looking at your flat screen TV. They're looking right back at you. They can hack right into that shit.
Yeah, they can. They can look at your ass in a kind of way and see what a lot of people don't realize is the government just tricking you with the world, just tricking you with all the shit that they make it seem like they're giving you to help you out. So like all of a sudden, your projects get a big old nice wrought iron fence put around it. They're making it seem like they're protecting you and keeping the other projects away from you. They ain't putting them over on this. They can lock your ass in that motherfucker when they get ready. When they stop all this genocide or whatever that fucking shit is or whatever, they gonna stop locking your ass down and all this shit. Like, if somebody steal your car, just let us know. When we push this button, it's gonna make it stop. You do that when you kill your fucking wife. You try to get away from that.
Yeah, this shit is definitely crazy, man. What's been going on? I saw the article on Hip Hop DX. Have you had a chance to talk with Juicy or Pat since then, or?
No, I ain't talked to Juicy since then, but I talked to Juicy, here and there because we still own the companies together. But I mean, there ain't nothing. As far as me and Pat, it ain't nothing to talk about. Just he said what he wanted to say. I did my interview and said what I wanted to say. It was never a big deal to me in the first place. With the whole if it was gonna be a 3 6 Mafia reunion album, he wouldn't be a part of it. I'm like, you was never in 3 6 Mafia, so you wasn't gonna be a part of it anyway. But
right.
But and it's not for him to decide what Juicy is. What Juicy gonna do or Juicy ain't gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So if Juicy not gonna be a part of a 3 6 Mafia reunion, which I never talked about, it was gonna be one of them anyway. Because I already know it's not gonna be one. I've been knowing them dudes my whole life. I know what they're doing, what they want to do. So it was never gonna be a 3 6 Mafia reunion. So that's why I never spoke on it. So I mean, it wasn't no big deal. When I saw the article, I just laughed at it. I was like, that just. It looked like he was high or something on the interview because he was like he was falling asleep or something. See, he don't get high. He never has. So maybe he started getting high and it just Yeah, I don't know. Just don't know, man. You never know with you these days.
Right. Well, one thing I do
think
know is we've had a lot of y'all on here. Yeah. And Fred, do you remember when they said we didn't think y'all was gonna get back together, the Mafia 6 either, and y'all doing something? So
I interviewed you, Paul, for since like 2003. I would always ask you, man, when the fuck are y'all gonna do something? Maybe in the future. And then when you, Lord Infamous, and everybody came out and Crunchy, and it was just like, yes. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking hyped.
Hell yeah, we was hyped.
Everybody would be supportive of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And want to do it. I mean, this is just me. I'm just saying, if I was Juicy, I would want to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Legendary shit.
Well, yeah. Be honest with you, I can't see it happening. But like you never know. You never know.
You never know. Yeah.
You never know.
Hey man, but you know what though? What Lord Infamous, did, and what you did by giving us, this music, with Coop and Crunchy, it's amazing. And Boo for the time that she was with y'all.
Yeah, but hey, Fred, remember when we had Lord Infamous on? He said it too. He was like, man, he's like he wanted to do stuff with all his brothers again. And when y'all all got back together, and then when we had y'all on the show, when y'all all was on there, that was some of the dopest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? To have all y'all on the phone at the same time.
So the quality of the interview was real fucked up. But it was, if you go back and listen to that, Paul, you could hear Lord just going in on Coop, man, just making fun of him. The shit was funny as hell. It's
they always do that. He's always do that.
Yeah, that was one of our best shows for sure. But it's good to see that you're out there now. Now you did something amazing too. I mean, you won the Oscar. But you was on the last Rocky film. You know what I'm saying? We all grew up to that shit. You know what I'm saying? That came out, you know what I'm saying, right around when we was all born. Are you going to be on that Creed project? Did you hear about that?
I did hear about that. I was just talking about, it's funny you brought that up. I was just talking about Rocky and Creed all that yesterday because I've been since the tour is over with. I started back exercising because we getting older out here, man. We got to try to stay healthy. So I went and bought me a mountain bike because I like to go hiking in the mountains out in California. But I went and bought the bike. I'm like, this bike gonna be a real super workout. You know what I'm saying? So when I was talking to the bike specialist up at the exercise store, he was talking about the Creed, and he was telling me about it. I hadn't seen no trailer or nothing. I don't know, is it one out? I don't know, but
no, I'm hyped to see one myself. But I'm hoping
he was telling
it
me
comes
about
out.
it.
Yeah,
he was telling me about it. He was saying something about Stallone supposed to be trained in Creed's son or something.
Yeah,
or grandson or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Got a chance to do that the score music and the soundtrack, the theme song for the Balboa movie there, and that was great because we got a chance to actually go over to one of Sylvester Stallone's houses. We didn't go to the main house. We went to another house that he got in Bel Air, which is right down the street from where we lived at, which is a nice house, but he used it just for a studio. So he took us in the back, and he got all these rooms with people editing shit in them and this and that. And he took us in the back, and he had a little movie theater set up, and he skimmed through the movie, showing us pieces of the movie. And we was like, all right, we're going to go write the song. We went there that same night to our house and wrote the song. But I'll never forget what Sylvester Stallone said to me when we was finna get ready to leave. We was getting in my car, and he was standing beside his car because we had the same kind of car. And he was looking at mine, I was looking at his or whatever. And then he just busted out and he just said, he was like, so you guys won the Oscar. enjoy it. It goes fast. He said, enjoy it. It goes fast. I was like, yeah. I keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Y'all are in the company with the likes of him, you know, and
Sidney Poitier and all kind of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying, y'all?
Fucking
y'all
Jack
go back
Nicholson,
with the classic motherfuckers.
Cuckoo's Nest. I mean, come on, man. It's, you know, that's crazy. You know, Dolly Parton. You know, what I'm saying, y'all beat Dolly Parton. They should have made her pop one of them titties out for that one.
Man, she should have. She should have popped it out.
You know, see if they're still fuckable.
She was real cool though. After we won, she sent us a letter to our office, and it said, "You guys won and congratulations. At least it came back to Tennessee."
Yeah.
What she said. That was it.
Representing the 10, shit.
She's holding it down for the home state. That's dope. That's dope because a lot of people, you know, you wouldn't think Dolly Parton would even accept rap. You know what I'm saying? You know, but shit, that's cool as fuck. I just
wish it was more. Right, I wish it was more Memphis songs on that soundtrack.
That's like SIBO getting nominated, winning an Oscar. You know what I'm saying? Or Spice One. I mean, that's just fucking amazing. You know, but so almost a decade has passed since. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do as far as acting? You got any plans for any movies in the future?
Man, I'm talking to some people right now about a reality show that they want to do on me, just a follow doc, and that's a reality show like the Kardashians, where they just basically follow you around and just be nosy. How I could do a show like that, you know, I don't know. I can do it. I'm just gonna have to hide a lot of shit and change up a lot of daily shit that I do. But we can pull it out. As far as movies, I ain't got back into that yet. I'm down to do something, but I ain't talked to nobody about none of that yet. I'm just trying to get some of this music out the way. Once I get this Mafia 6 album out the way, then I'm gonna be able to breathe a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And start doing some more stuff. The fans been asking for more cooking videos, so I'm gonna get more of those. I'm doing a big one, a big Super Bowl edition, tailgate edition with Complex Magazine that we're gonna film in a couple of weeks. That's dope. With cooking ideas for tailgating. They get like 4 million views on their shit, so that'll be good. And I'm gonna just do some more stuff, man, and figure out this TV show thing. But I just want to get this album out of the way.
I was gonna ask you how the sauce
really
doing
like
this shit too. And that sauce, it is delicious.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. It's fine. I wish I had something right now, man. I ain't got nothing over here in the studio.
We got a caller, 248. 248, what's up? Hello, 248.
248.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up? You're on with DJ Paul, Murder Master Music Show. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Much love to Murder Master Music Show for bringing out Memphis legend DJ Paul tonight. Likewise, you know, DJ Paul recently, you know, I've seen you guys perform at the 666 Sinners tour. You know, you guys fucking shut it down. That was off the hook, you know. But a couple months later, another artist that came through the city, Detroit City, by the way, represent Detroit out here. And we got much love for 3-6, much love for the Memphis sound out here. And, you know, artist Rick Rawson came through, and he was shut down. He was shut down at the venue. They didn't even let him perform. That made waves. You know, saying, you know, you can't come here and perform, all that shit. I was just wondering how 3-6 Mafia was treated, you know, throughout the years of them coming here, and if they ever received any opposition, and, you know, how their experience has been and why they think those other artists may have gotten that as opposed to the, you know, how the Memphis legends were treated when they came out.
Man, we was treated good, man. You know, Detroit love it. I got a lot of homies up there, you know, and I got homies that's, even though I haven't met Trick personally myself, but I got a lot of homies like my close, like almost blood brother homies that's real cool with him. You know, and Trick, you know, like the king of Detroit, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So we cool with a lot of people in Detroit. You know, I've been knowing ICP forever and all of they guys and all the juggalos and all that. So, man, we just super love in Detroit. We shot a video up there and we recorded the whole Killjoy album up there. I was all over Detroit by myself in a Chinese restaurant in the hood and everywhere, man. So now we got love in Detroit, man.
Oh, that's what's up, Paul. I like to see that. I also like to see you venturing into the EDM scene because, you know, electronic music is real big out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to get on like a DJ circuit tour or whatever. I would definitely hit up something like that. Can you tell me a little bit about this EDM shit you're getting into?
Yeah, I've been messing with that. As a lot of people don't remember that we brought the first EDM and rap song to the world in like 2009 when we did the song called Feel It with me, Juicy, and DJ Tiesto. We got like 50 million views on YouTube. It went gold overseas in the first 2 weeks it came out. And so I had been into it since then. I was doing dubstep beats since 2007. So, you know, I'm happy to see that it's blowing up like it is because with me being a DJ, you know, I've been into it forever because I listen to everything, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just having fun with that. The shows be crazy, man. It just be, you know, drunk hot chicks all over the place, man, and it'd be fun.
Right.
That's what's up, man. I like to see that, Paul. I like to see that because you've always been such a versatile artist. I mean, I remember one of the reasons I listened to 3-6 because you guys were one of the only rap groups that still incorporated scratching and DJ tactics and shit into the music. So I always respected you on the DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, always. I'm on my turntables right now as we're doing this conversation. I'm going through some records and that I'm going to incorporate into some of this work I'm doing on here now. I love putting the old school shit in my shit.
Well, I want to say this, though.
I love that. And, well, like I said, I'm out here in Detroit City. I represent Detroit Techno Militia. If you're ever looking for any shows or trying to get on any underground events, you know, we can plug you in with that, Paul. Absolutely, man. But otherwise, I'm going to keep a lookout next time you're in town.
Love, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for calling in, man. Keep fucking with the show,
brother. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you for the time, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I just want to say this. Another guest that we have on the show a lot. Well, we play both DJ Zerk and Gangster Pat. I saw Pat in the video, lock him in the trunk. I was like, man, that's huge, man.
Yeah,
is there any plan
dope ass video too
of you and Pat and Zerk and other guys doing something together in the future? I would love to see you and Pat do something, man.
Pat ain't in that video. I didn't see Pat in that video. Where he at in that video? Because he ain't on the parts with me.
He was sitting in the car with DJ Zerk, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He was in the drop top and shit.
That was Pat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was Gangsta Pat.
I'm gonna have to look. I didn't really pay no attention. I'm gonna have to look at the video again.
Yeah, check it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. But yeah, definitely some more stuff in the works with me and Zerk. I hadn't talked to Pat about nothing because Pat had a falling out. You know, I used to be a big fan of Pat before I was even, you know, really rapping. When I was just a youngster trying to rap, you know, because he was the first rapper to come out in Memphis. And
shooting on narcs.
And I used to love that shit, man. I was a big fan. You'd sit up and listen to the radio. They would play almost all his songs because he didn't cuss, so they would play almost all his songs on the radio. When I was young, I used to be like, man, this man bumping. Then he make his own beats, you know. I love Pat. But then, you know, once we came out and we blew up, you know, I still would see him around and this and that. And then all of a sudden, he just made a song dissing us. And I was like, for no reason, you know. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like we family against Pat. Like, why did he diss us? I didn't get that. But and then, you know, we finally seen him out in the streets and we had a conversation about it, this and that or whatever. You know, me and Juicy and Crunchy had rolled up on him one day, but you know, it was you know, it was all good though, man. You know, I was a fan of Pat, so I wasn't trying to put no harm on him, you know, like that. I was just like, just don't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool. So I don't think I would do nothing with Pat, to be honest, because I don't like the way that he did that. You know, I lose respect for people when they do something just to be doing some shit. You know, you gotta have a motive behind the madness. You know, just like the situation with Pat. You know, I just you know, I still fuck with Pat, Project Pat. I still fuck with him. He cool, but you know, I just don't understand sometimes when people just come out of nowhere and with anger towards somebody. You know, I'm from the streets for real. You know, everybody that know me, you know, I'm from Black Haven High School, the outside of town, had crazy motherfuckers. They still do. You know, even back then, you know, crazy motherfuckers, gang banging, gangsters, cyber vice lords, blood, secret, bring fight all over the place. You know what I'm saying? We had one of the first gang-related murders at our high school. You know, one of the Bloods was shooting at a gangster cyber, and he shot this cheerleader through her throat. You know, this was long. This was like 1989 or something. So I think it was 89. So in the streets, you know, like where I'm from, you know, you got to have a reason. Unless you just out on some robbing shit, you know, that could be anybody. They could be the first motherfucker who you see, who you catch slipping with the doors unlocked or with a chain on or almost. But to talk shit about somebody or have hatred towards somebody for no reason, that's just weird. You know, I don't get that. That's just weird. So with that being said, I don't think I could do that with Gangster Pat.
Well, you know, yeah, teach his own. You know, I just like to see legends come together. Like, we do these round tables, and we've had Spice One, JT Money, Mr. Servon, and 4 or 5 other dudes, Freeway Ricky Ross, all on the phone at the same time, just chopping it up and shit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, one of our goals around here is just, you know, not only to preserve, you know what I'm saying, that shit that we grew up off of, but also to try to make connections. And that's why I was asking, you know what I'm saying, because that would be a dope connection. And I knew a lot of people would like to see something like that. But, yeah, that was dope to see you and Zerk do that shit, man. That's an amazing thing right there. Do you have any more plans of working with anybody else that you haven't worked with in a while? Or?
Yeah, I'm thinking about putting together this posse song on the new album where I go and get all of the old guys, you know, everybody, you know. I'm thinking about doing a record like that. You know, I already wrote it. I ain't made the beat yet, but I already wrote the hook and everything. And I talked to Zerg, and he was going to help me get in touch. He already helped me get in touch with a couple of guys, K-Rock, Rich Out. And so I'm thinking about putting together a record like that, you know what I'm saying, just putting everybody from Memphis on there that I think would be good for the record.
That should be tight too. There's so many motherfuckers too, like some new age body parts type shit. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all always had classic posse songs anyway though. Pretty much set the standard for that shit for a lot of motherfuckers that follow behind. You know what I'm saying, for real. And when I was coming up in Memphis, I loved that shit, man. When I was going to Hillcrest, that's all we bumped. I graduated in '96, so you know what I'm saying. The whole time, that's all we did was it wasn't nothing but Mafia and shit, Skinny Pimp, all that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Skinny was on the last one. You already know that. I'm gonna definitely put him back on it. You know what I'm saying, and probably Gangsta Pat. I mean, not Gangsta Pat. Gangsta Black.
Yeah,
Gangsta Black.
Gangsta Black, yeah. We had him on the show too. We're trying to see how many Memphis people we can get on the show. I think, you know, we got a huge majority, but there's so many of you motherfuckers, man. There's groups like Holocaust.
Cause
a lot of groups that people
MC
don't
Mac
even know
and Scammer and them, they knew shit tight too.
Player G, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So much shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you guys first came out and really blew up, you know, with that Mystic Styles, you know what I'm saying, what was the atmosphere? Because I heard you talk about, you know, it ain't like there's going to be 14 dudes in the studio getting high and arguing. Were you guys really in the studio crazy like that and just getting all fucked up and beating the shit out of each other?
You know what? we was getting fucked up, but we weren't getting fucked up to the point where we just laid out, like rock group style or some shit.
Breaking equipment over each other's heads.
Yeah, we weren't doing that. We was just just getting high and just working, doing as many songs as we can, around the clock and to be honest, with the arguments, yeah, it was arguments, but it wasn't every day though. It would be arguments sometimes, but the arguments usually was with the same people. The same people was always the ones who the arguments with. Two particular people, and that was it. And still today, nothing changed. Those same two people are the ones that create the arguments today. But but it wasn't that bad. It was cool. It was fun, man. We was young and we was making a lot of money, and still is right now. But it was just we was young then, so young and rich does not go together.
Yeah, a lot of money came quick, I imagine too, when those records started flying off the shelves. And I had a partner down in Kentucky. He was telling me, man, he's like, man, you got to check out this group from Tennessee. And at the time I already knew about Pat, shooting on narcs and all that. And I think I might have heard some Al Capone, but maybe Indo G too, because they was with Luke Records. But when I heard that Mystic Styles, I was like, what in the fuck? You know what I'm saying? These guys. Mm-hmm. And then plus he was going at Bone at the time too, and that whole thing went down. What's it like today with Bone? I mean, is there ever talks to you guys? I know he was on the. You were on his Crazy Bone's first solo, and he was on the Tear the Club Up Thugs. You guys going to do any more work in the future?
Well, they was on the last on the Six Commandments, the Mafia 6 CD.
The first one.
Yeah, they was on that. So, yeah, we're definitely talking about doing some more stuff together. So, we cool now, all of them, except maybe one, I think, except Wish, but all the rest of them live in L.A. as well. So I see them a lot, and some of them come to the video shoots, and we got a lot of the same mutual friends. So we real cool with Bone now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, everybody. I know. Even with Do or Die and Twister and Bone. AK and Lazy did an album together a couple years ago. It was dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see that type of shit. Is there any group out there, outside of Memphis that you would like to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
A new or old?
It don't matter, man.
Yeah, really
preferably
don't matter.
Old, because I hate all these new swaggets out here these days. But if it's a new guy, it's your choice. So.
Obviously, if I could turn back the hands of time, a 3 6 Mafia and NWA record would have been incredible.
Fucking A.
But as far as possibilities of keeping it reality, I would like to do another song with Crucial Conflict. I actually been trying to get in touch with them. I like Crucial Conflict because we became friends, with all of them. So
wild style, good people.
We had a different relationship with them than we did with other people we did features with. So I wouldn't mind doing another song with all those guys, man. I love those guys. That'd be great.
Yeah, I wish Pimp C was still around so y'all could do some shit with him too.
Huh?
I said I wish Pimp C was still around so y'all could have got a chance to do more music with Pimp and Bun too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey Paul, you know what I'm saying? I know you're busy, man. You got a lot of work to do. I want to thank you for coming on the show. Is there anything you want to say to end it off with, or?
Well, I just want to say thanks to y'all for keeping it underground and keeping it hard for the fans out there that still love the hard shit. Keeping the hard rap alive, man. I feel that they're trying to end it. You know what I'm saying? They always try to blame it on whatever's going on. Somebody got killed because of gangster rap and all this old crazy bullshit. But they want to end it as soon as possible. You know what I'm saying? So I think some people like y'all that's keeping it around, and people like you know, our group, you know, that's all those out here that's fighting for it, and the fans, you know, all my fans and listeners, our fans and listeners that support the real gangster shit, the hard shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. Y'all know how to get in touch with me, all the fans out there. I'm on Instagram, DJ Paul KOM. Everybody know I talk back to the fans as much as I can. DJ Paul KOM on Instagram, DJ Paul KOM on Twitter. A friend, tell them, boy, let's keep this shit rolling, man. Let's keep it hardcore. Let's keep it hard.
Oh yeah. Please come back, man. We got to have you on maybe one of the round tables, man. Get you, JT Money, and a few guys on the line, and just chop it up. I'd like to get you and DJ Ready Red on the line, man, because you know what I'm saying. You sampled the Scarface, and that was the first guy to do it. I think you guys would have a hell of a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love Ready Red, man. I don't think I ever met him either, man. But I met everybody else. But I love Ready Red.
Good dude. He's a good dude.
I'm in that chair, holding the ground like a motherfucking statue.
Yeah. Bitch, motherfucker, Yeah, real talk, Paul. Hey, take care of yourself, man. You have a good one, man. Thank you.
Y'all too, man. Happy holiday. God bless.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Shout out to DJ Paul. I know we had more people on the line, but you know what I'm saying, the man's busy, man. He's you know what I'm saying, putting the finishing touches on the new Mafia 6 album, which is coming out. But we got another guest on the show tonight. This is the homie straight up out of Cincinnati, Ohio. This is Relic. I'm going to bring him on. He's been on the show before, Mac. I think you remember him.
Yeah.
He's definitely a huge supporter of Murder Master Music Show, UGS Radio. How you doing, Relic?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on again. It's always a pleasure. Boy, that was some good stuff. I've tuned in since the beginning.
Yeah, Paul.
No, thanks for tuning in.
Paul never disappoints, man. He's always a humble individual. Yeah, hell of an interview right there, man. Was he? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're making music and your son is making music. Was he an influence on you guys?
Absolutely, of course. We've always liked the whole hypnotized mind sound. We've recently worked with Memphis artists ourselves. Was hoping to send you a track that'll uplift the whole region here, being that you're even right here in the Midwest.
Yeah,
it's,
definitely. You want me to go in?
Little Jack.
Little Jack of the Manson family, right?
Yeah, correct. A Memphis artist. He's locked up right now, so I'll go with at Free Jack. A lot of support going out to him right now. He's got some good tracks out there, where he's going to debut one on you tonight. Kind of show up for the Midwest tonight.
Yeah, you guys are in Cincinnati now. How long have you been doing your thing, Relic?
Well, we've been underground in the Cincinnati area for the last 15 or 20 years, but now my son, he's turning 18, so we're going to try and get bigger with the influence that we've had.
Yeah. You guys, I mean, you're bringing him out, but you've been doing this for a while, too. Did he naturally want to do this because Dad did it, or was it something that he sought out himself?
Oh boy, that's a difficult question, because you never even really know your own son's mind. He was definitely influenced by he really came to me in his late teens, because we were estranged because of my lifestyle, and he was a rocker then. And he's made a transition to wanting to debut a horrorcore release. based on being influenced by me, my brother, us, the Horrorcore Cincinnati scene that was going on there. And that's kind of how that's come about with him. And he does wish to follow that up with a rock album. As I had told you on a previous show, he made his debut on the microphone this year in Cincinnati on the Warped Tour.
On the Warped Tour, that's fucking amazing, man. That's huge. I remember Esham used to do the Warped Tour, Esham and Nadas back in the day.
Godfathers of it, yes. They we're actually got a track with Mastermind and a couple more hopefully in the works.
Fucking Hellraiser.
Yeah, I love that devil shit, the wicked shit, the real creators of the wicked shit.
Yeah, the real acid rap. This ain't no Chance the Rapper shit, people. This is we're talking about real life productions. Esham, Nadas, TNT Mastermind. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. How did that come about, Relic? You working with Mastermind?
To be honest, I think it's the variability that a person like you and your show can bring to a smaller artist, and I can throw a little praise your way on that, because on the real, it made me able to get in his ear.
Man, I appreciate that, man. We love making connections on this show as far as artists working with each other, man. That's what I was trying to do with DJ Paul and Gangster Pat earlier, but Paul having no part of it. Hopefully, I still say though, Justin, I still say that someday they need to do that, man, and it'll be legendary.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
But Relic, man,
it would be,
dope.
but they'll probably have to run up on each other on their own, and you know what I'm saying, hashtags and shit. I guess what they call it nowadays. But other than that, fuck it.
But Relic, you got a track with Mastermind. But I want to go off into the first song. Do you want to give him the Little Jack, or do you want to go with the Red Death? Well, that sounds like an evil plague, man. You're gonna die of the Red Death. You only got 3 hours to live.
Right. Hell yeah. I'm going to say some Red Death, because if they want to hear some more Memphis, they can wait a moment. Let's represent for Cincinnati here. I'm throw some Cincinnati original horrorcore. This was inspired by Edgar Allan Poe's Masquerade of the Red Death. After we had wrote it and recorded it all one day-ish, the samples I had in my files for years because I'd been contemplating it. My son comes to me with a song about his anxieties about viruses and society and the way some of that stuff could go down. And I'd been trying to artistically tell the story for years, and we kind of just came up with this. It's the only track I added to my solo project this year as the president of Deified Records. And it's inspired by Edgar Allan Poe. After we recorded, I was doing a little research, I found out we recorded it on the anniversary of his death. I didn't write down my numbers on that for the show, but that's an interesting fun fact on it. And I kind of feel the spirit of Edgar Allan Poe visited our studio, and we wanted to let your fans enjoy it. Maybe we're the guys that go to his grave.
These guys recorded it on the anniversary of his death. You know what I'm saying? That's dedication, literally. So here it is. This is Red Death by Relic Killer featuring BKB right here on the Murder Master Music Show. We'll be back in a minute. So tune in. Just keep it locked right here, ugsforlife.com.
The Red Death had long devastated the country. No pestilence had ever been so fatal or so hideous. Blood was its avatar and its seal, the redness and horror of blood.
Watch where you take a breath. Red Death will put us to rest in a casket so disastrous.
The virus is finally at its finest. TikTok time is timeless. World at crisis, singing silence. Now we're eyeless, just relentless. Now this virus stops this nonsense. Viral content, no respondents to this madness, sickness, and this
the final transmission. Everybody listen, death only takes minutes. Envision decomposition from your earthly prison. Colored in crimson, I truly hope you're forgiven by your chosen religion. Started in your mouth, now it's in your lungs. Absorbed into your system, now it's in your blood.
I was started in your mouth, onto your lungs. I was absorbed into your system, now it's in your blood. I was sliding through your vein, infecting your brain. A population dead, a population insane. Started in your mouth, onto your lungs. Absorbed into your system, now it's in your blood. I was sliding through your vein, infecting your brain. A population dead, a population insane.
I'm infective, it's been tested, my perspective. Defective, I'm a subject of method. Unexpectedly hectic and connected and reckless. My infectious reflection is rejected every second. A victim, unaccepted. Another life disconnected. Now the streets are empty, gone with so many. Every corner store, every building empty. No more conscious, no more memories.
Started in your mouth, onto your lungs. I was absorbed into your system, now it's in your blood. I was flowing through your veins, infecting your brain. I was population dead, population insane. I was started in your mouth, onto your lungs. I was absorbed into your system, now it's in your blood. I was flowing through your veins, infecting your brain. A population dead, a population insane.
The prince entertained his 1,000 friends at a masked ball of the most unusual magnificence. There were much of the beautiful, much of the wanton, much of the bizarre, something of the terrible, and not a little of that which might have excited disgust. There were buffoons, there were ballet dancers, there were musicians, there was beauty, there was wine. All these and security were within. Without was the Red Death. Before the last echoes of the last chime had utterly sunk into silence, there were many in the crowd who became aware of a masked figure not seen before. And the rumor of this new presence having spread itself whisperingly around, there arose at length from the whole company a buzz or murmur expressive of surprise, then finally of terror or horror and of disgust. The figure was tall and gaunt, and shrouded from head to foot in the habiliments of the grave. The mask which concealed the face was made so nearly to resemble that of a stiffened corpse that the closest scrutiny must have had difficulty in detecting the difference. Sentence of death was the last of
I think I just had an acid flashback.
Yes.
Let me bring on.
That's a scary ass beat, man.
That was designed by an 18-year-old that's been inspired by our horrorcore, but we were inspired by people like Gangster Nip, Real Life up north, Grave Diggers, Flatliners. You know, I've listened to it all, but my son kind of drew from us, and I started digging around to try to find the best place to educate him, and that's how I come about to find you, Prez, in the show, so I could show him these innovators of their own genres and try and make him not follow the pack and the whole zombie Illuminati stupid-ass mainstream and try and find himself. And I would say why we got an original sound here. So we released that, and that was our virus. It coincidentally happened at the same time Ebola was the big thing. We don't hear that no more on the news today, but, I mean, that week it was great. It went mini-viral.
Yeah. Aren't you guys pretty high in those reverb charts up in Cincinnati, too, huh?
Yeah, on any given day, we'll dominate the first 10 slots with all of our projects. We do horrorcore in the fall, and during the spring and summers when it's sunny and bright and happy, we do some tri-state hippie cartel. It's our legalization, Legalize America, Stop the Lies, for OhioRights.org, and we're just trying to get with some of the local music festivals, get like some of the other states, like for instance, we talk about Michigan a little bit, so you know, they've got better marijuana laws than us. And make no mistake, along with doing horrorcore in the fall, we do a pro smokers thing, spring and summertime, in order not to have downtime as an artist.
Hey, that's talk about that. Talk about marijuana, because I'm definitely supportive of marijuana. I'm sure Mac J is too.
Hell yeah! I just got through smoking some.
That's right.
I've been
You got a
smoking
group
some the whole
called
show.
THC too, right? Don't you?
Yes, it's Tri-State Hippie Cartel, THC, Tri-State Hippie Cartel.
Cartel. Yeah, I know with a name like that, y'all gotta be getting fucked up.
Right, we're completing our first album of Smokers stuff that'll be available for free download this 420 through Reverb Nation. It'll be 10, 15 songs, just for the purpose of trying to enlighten the masses on the whole subject of it, because the only thing the system's got on me is once I sold pot years ago, Cheech and Chong style, from an ice cream truck, kind of made me a funny local celebrity, the ice cream man. And if they legalize that, I won't be a criminal, I'll be a revolutionary. You know, I'll be someone who's ahead of my time, running some damn criminal over a plan.
Yeah, definitely. You want to give them the THC? They could always use some THC.
Well, I sent you a track from that project. It's called Roll It Up, and you can either play that for them or feel free to maybe play the Little Jack track, or I guess since we're talking about pot, we could roll it up, take a little break, give that to your audience, and anybody feel free to give me some feedback on it. I'm on Facebook as Charles Kelly Black Barney, and I'll take any inbox requests, feedback, hate mail, don't care. Send it.
Yeah, get at them. And what's your reverb? Give them that. We'll give them that a few times during the show too. You got to make sure.
Yeah, definitely. Tri-State Hippie Cartel, that's on Reverb Nation. Hell's Rage, HELS or HELLSRAGES. Sometimes it's spelled with a Z in typical horrorcore fashion, and it's also spelled with an S. Brother just wanted to make sure he had it labeled, so you'll see all kinds of odd stuff when from that. That's really the thing that made us here in Cincinnati. Had a ton of old recordings, and he asked for them, and he just started putting them out to people. People wanted to hear more, so we really brought our production up a level since the days of Hell's Rage, but it's some eclectic stuff that's a great listen.
There it is. It's Roll It Up, THC. We'll be right back in the Murder Master Music Show.
Just sit back and relax, whether we die. Roll it up, let's burn that shit. Every single night we trip, 24/7, smoking the hypnotic chronic. Ain't no one gonna top it, nobody can stop it. The untouchable feeling, flying higher than the ceiling. Time to roll it up, paper or blunt, cannibal, cannabis in the cut. Hit this thing and you'll know what's up. Now we back in the bushes, the kush, the stock, the hash, little piggy brick. I got a mind explosive stash, made of solid bricks, not straws or sticks. No joke, get high in a flash. This is where the weed at. Not looking for no combat, smoke bud after bud. Just sit back and relax, roll it up real fast. Roll it up, 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 roll it up. Now roll it up.
depending on your fool. 6'9" coming for your fool. Me and the B.I.C. here to break you off something fine. I'm the double H-L. Tri-State hippie cartel, rolling, smoking. Somebody should have told you. Oh, you can tell. I crush me and BKB. Cold rushing them properly, you know. Hear lyrics I just spoken on the Cincinnati, sitting down low now. Ready smoke, hold your breath, cactus joke. Full steak kick, Hell's Rangers already made it. Top of the line, me and BKB about the dopest you can find. The underground, kids blend like seeds with the chemistry, magically taking you to a new key. Rap, hip hop, heavy metal, rock, systematically inhale and don't stop. Oh yeah, hell yeah, can you feel up on that family rage? I see, breaking them off, another page properly. Don't hate the smoker, player hate the weed. You know who I be, I'm the hippie hopper, you know me. I see. Who am I? The double L, the H-E-L. Hell's Rage, also known as the brightest flame. All you're talking and you ain't got no game. That's a shame. The mighty B.I.C. here with me, with the DJ from Cincinnati. 513, we in hell. Always in this Butlerville underground. There's no future in your sound. Now, you better throw in the towel with a powwow. How you like me now? Never got caught with a cuber. Only ride with 100 grams and never do dirt. Only 3 ounces in Ohio is a felony. So if you're selling me, please don't be telling on me.
Hitting your chest extra hard.
Say I'm crazy. Why I represent the Y and y'all too and crazy. The Y and I and psychotic, dying, chilling. There's one villain that's still living. Still alive and still gets to be the one saying I'm never gonna die. G.A. hooked up with another D. That's body. Cold hands, touching guns, spraying you biting.
Tears are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world.
Puffy puffing on some more. Gonna beat you down with a zero show. If you are a hoe and a high oh, I'm the high in between those. Let me know with a ill roll.
Just sit back and relax. This is where the weed at. Roll it up, 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 roll it up. Now roll it up.
I think I just got possessed by the devil. You there, Mac?
Yeah, I'm still
Relic came in with some THC, roll it up, and you know what I'm saying, we're right here still in the Murder Master Music Show. Now, what do you got out right now? Do you have a CD out?
We've been selling hard copies locally and letting anything else we have out just be free on Reverb Nation. We officially haven't started Deified Records. We're doing that up on graduation. The record label will be my son's graduation gift. He's kind of paying his dues right now. Works a job, goes to school, full-time student, looking to go to art college. So, you know, just trying to get him set up, give him something better than what I had.
Yeah, well, that's what it's about. That's what we all want at the end of the day is better for our children than what we had. Last thing I wanted is for my kid to go through what I went through and see the fucked up shit that I've seen. So I feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know, what's this song with Little Jack now? Give me more insight on this. Well, now, for those who don't know who Little Jack is, he was of the Manson family with Tommy Wright III. I think he's currently, isn't he currently locked up?
Yeah, he's
yeah, I think he said he locked up.
Going to be at Free Little Jack for a moment. So he's got great fan base, got great support right now. It's not going to be too long from what I hear. Just some petty life shit for a second. So I kind of figured a way to keep him free and alive tonight. I wanted to share a song that wasn't supposed to come out till 2015, but for your radio show, wanted to get it out there because I just felt the whole Memphis, Tennessee vibe to it. So I rushed today in the studio to chop up a mix of this with the first four in the cipher, Hell's Rage cipher. I made this song as a birthday gift to my younger brother for his Hell's Rage project. Again, the one that started it all, that's Hell's Rage. And we've got some Australians, Tara and M, joining us in the cipher before it's all said. Cat from Pennsylvania, I think Philly, if I remember right. Someone representing from the Black Forest of Germany. You might be familiar with MC Chris Core. Been doing all them songs with Nip. So we had a lot of artists that reached out to us.
He did a few songs with Nip, I noticed.
Yes, sir, and they're pretty all right. I'm loving it. I'm trying to talk him into doing a little more English versions of them along with what he's got. So that way I can even help to promote him. He is being from Cincinnati. We're hoping some of the local breweries will give us a German-type beer endorsement because, again, on top of horrorcore, we also try to be a lighthearted party band.
Yeah. So when's the track, before we get off this little Jack track, when's the track with you and Nip going down, and when did you guys record it?
Well, he's in the process of doing it, hopefully as we speak. We've spoke about it a year ago. I told him it's no big deal because we're not going anywhere with it till Friday the 13th. It's a typical Friday the 13th horror story style rap. It was a song my son originally wrote at age 15 and 16. It's a little primitive for us sounding now, but he wrote a song about all the superstitions and then handed it to me and said, "Now write your part." I said, "You've been taking all the milk from the bowl." So I went with some Friday the 13th and started studying him on Gangster Nip and how horrorcore movie rap integrates into music.
Yeah, I imagine Nip is real excited to work with you too. I'm sure he's a fan of what you're doing.
Can't say nothing but love. He sat on the phone with me for 50 minutes, discussed the track in such a serious manner, and was so professional. It was a highlight of my musical career thus far. It come true for me. My son, my brother got to see here, and yeah, it's very humbling. He's a very well-spoken, humble artist. Been a fan of his forever, and I love what you've done with his career, getting some of his old stuff out there for the fans, re-exposing him to a new generation.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're going to get off in this song. Tell us the name of this song with Lil Jack.
Well, it was had a few titles as it's been working. My brother kind of does the clown side of the horrorcore. He's the one that would paint himself up crazy. He's more like the scary stories and a classic, not such the juggalo clown, but he is our clown. So we kind of started a cipher for him in order to give him a real, bring his project up to level. So here it is. This is what we've got so far, because we just kind of wanted to let them hear a little more Memphis tonight and show how it's influencing everybody.
from Memphis to Cincinnati, not from Memphis to Canada, from Memphis to Cincinnati. Here it is.
Yeah, it's
birthday song
a
for a clown.
Song. Yeah.
Hell's Raised, Little Jack. Here we go.
All right, give it to me. Oh, bitches, these are Hell's Raised flows. Stand there, stirring your culture in your pot with your fucking toes. This is Hell's Raised hunt for the riches and the hoes and the gold and all the things that the fame gives you the glamour. You think that you look good, but you're an old bitch. Here's a hammer. I hook you up. It's my jet. My gang loves the way my 38 steps. They call me Super Sub Nose 38. Gonna fucking leave you full of holes. These blood stained souls and hoes. When I fucking let it go, and the smoke rolls, and the lights and shows, and the thunder round. When you fucking realize you're getting flat right now, fly away. You wish you could go out there and get away, but it's me, Super Sub Nose.
Icy man, icy and cold. White snow froze like an Eskimo toes. If there's blood on the dance floor, I'm like, give me some more. Gas them up like an Amoco. I suppose I was chose to rock Hell's Raised Grow. One of 3 dead bodies, leaving red bodies. Holy levitated, more holy than your trinity. You ain't no friend of me, clown clone enemy. Don't you know your horrorcore history, dude? I'm Ray Lou, turn you into worm food. Foul on your whole crew, psychopathic choker, smoker. I'm a face poker, don't kiss her unless you wanna taste my DNA spray. Murder, mangle, slay, rip faces away without the pain. Pussy's pain, I'm gonna bring the pain to this game. Going against the grain, no shame, like a air bubble in your veins, heading for your brain, and they callin' juggalos a gang? Call it witchcraft, call it black magic. If you have it, then you know it's psychopathic. Let me take you on a bad trip, it's the kind of shit for a psycho to be down with. Let's pretend and call ourselves a big hit. Listen to the supersonic bass, can you hear it past your tainted face? Ain't nothing like this bloody taste. So destructive, we tear it down this place. No one leaves alive, and there is no hiding place. Try to run, but you will be chased. Don't even try to thrive. Your chest next in line to die. Step out next, cross that line. After you have born and fly, say goodbye. This is musical homicide with a bass kick that will blow off your eyes. Suddenly realize that without this design, you wouldn't even be alive. In my ghost ride paradise, you'll be mentally paralyzed and physically terrorized. Psychotic warfare, splatter your brains in the bushes, it's a blood bath. Chop off your arms, toss your head in a pentagram. Set fire to your whole fam, Charlie Manson, son of Sam. I don't give a damn, dump your bloody body in the trunk. This cocaine hallucinations, horrific assassinations. I send you to Satan, leave you shaking, bury you alive. Homicide, suicide, kill them all, genocide. I pull up with that chopper hanging out the window. Gun them down with 100 off in no extendo. I put a noose around his kid's head. Trash bags full of dead men, 12 gauge, Indian style. Me and my dear friends turn you to a fucking NPC. Burn your whole fucking family. Messing family, turn your home into a crime scene. At your front door with the mask like it's Halloween. Guillotine, dripping blood puddle on my rubber boot. West Memphis maniac, train to go up on the shoot. Execute, absolute schizo with an attitude.
Yeah, little Jack. What's just heard little Jack going on there.
Yeah, little Jack be doing his thing.
He's locked up right now. Anybody know what the fuck he's locked up for and how long?
I won't comment on it because I don't speak on stuff I don't know the details.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he gets out soon. Definitely.
Again, I just put him on that list of artists that has been great enough to work with us. I've probably spoken with him 3 hours on potential things we might be doing. It's kind of like what the Killjoy Club was doing on a probably more local and regional level.
Yeah.
Trying to my cunts from Australia, they called that Miami Horrorcore, but in a good way. And I think that's what's distinguishing us in the horrorcore community and the music community is our sound so untraditional.
Yeah.
That was just Little Jack going to more of a Miami-sounding beat with some horrorcore cats from Cincinnati. And before it's over, you'll be in a worldwide cipher with one of the greats, who's going to remain nameless, people from Australia. It'll be a worldwide song that started here with us, our region. So we're glad to put that out there and debut it on your show. Thank you for giving us that opportunity and breaking new music and sound that's not so much like the mainstream and giving us a chance.
Well, thank
really
you for supporting the show. There's a lot of people, I'm just going to go on the record and saying this. There's a lot of people out there that show fake support, you know what I mean? And I want to shout out some of the real people real quick. I want to shout out our webmaster, Dome. I want to shout out, of course, Mac J, Six, Skinny, Elaine, everybody that's down with UGS Radio and that supports the shit. A lot of you other motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, you only support it when it's to your liking. And, you know what I'm saying, just keep doing you. Don't even worry about us. Keep looking in the mirror and taking your selfies and posting up your fucking stupid-ass shit. Don't even fuck with UGS Radio, the Murder Master Music Show, or any of our outlets, because we don't like fake support. If it ain't real, it ain't genuine, we don't need it. So get the fuck out of here. I had to say that. Forgive me for interrupting, because we got some more music.
Organized real.
Sometimes you gotta let it be known. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, are on some other shit. But we got another song here. This is actually called Trouble Talking Jive. Tell us about this one.
Like you're saying about that KY influence, Kentucky and stuff, it started out with my son's anger of we're probably a regional act that sits at good 100,000 people that we've reached, and a local horrorcore act who will not get a shout out, who will not get their name mentioned, got 1,000 plays or something. Their fat girlfriends, playing their song, trying to run up their numbers. First thing they did was inbox us, hating on us, and the song started out with my son's anger on that. But as the executive producer of everything, I said, no, we're not going to give nobody no shout outs, no names. People's going to know who they are on that. And this was his slick way of getting around it.
This is their slick way of getting around it without having to give any promotion. Kind of like what I just did. I kind of went in on a bunch of people without giving up their names.
Yeah, you throw out their names, you give them power. Fuck a hater.
Yeah, definitely. Well, this is Trouble Talking Jive by BKB featuring High C.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be right back. We got a couple more tracks after this. Don't go nowhere.
1 to the 2 to the 5, 1, 3, BKB in High C. 1 to the 2 to the 5, 1, 3, BKB in High C.
My name is BKB. Don't fuck around cause you don't know me. I was born to kill, and when people hear my name, it will give them chills. So ill, playing you is my living will. Don't fuck with me, I'll cut off your legs to your knees before you get a chance to scream. Let your life drain slowly. Talking shit though you don't know me. Make me spit unholy. Listen real closely. It's all about to get ghostly. All of my evil spirits are starting to get lonely. So if you wanna know me, keep fucking around, and on your blood you will be choking. My demons are now roaming, and reality is exploding. Don't fuck around cause you don't know. Don't fuck around cause you don't know me. Don't fuck around cause you don't know. Don't fuck around cause you don't know me. Don't fuck around cause you don't know. Don't fuck around cause you don't know me. Don't fuck around cause you don't know. Don't fuck around cause you don't know me.
Yes, sir, it's absurd, these words. Return of the sinister, sister, administering these hipster pictures to your sister. Sexless is the verb petitioner, millibar distributor, and on top of that, a good listener. Mr. Sinner, wait a minute, what I got in my pocket will make you a miniature prisoner. Word slur, I slur, typical signature, commissioner of the liquor, inhibition, extinguisher, underground villager, medical practitioner of a reaper, entrepreneur, rock star, for sure, officer.
Don't fuck around, cause you don't know. Don't fuck around, cause you don't know me. Don't fuck around, cause you don't know. Don't fuck around, cause you don't know me. Don't fuck around, cause you don't know. Don't fuck around, cause you don't know me. Don't fuck around, cause you don't know. Don't fuck around, cause you don't know me.
That production right there, that almost reminds me of Mental Stress from
hell yeah.
Kind of has that
Love
vibe
to be compared to that.
Has that vibe to it.
Yeah, I love being compared to that. Thank you.
Yeah, what was your I mean, did you bump a lot of Eshon back in the day?
No, hell yeah. My horrorcore experience kind of started around the time of horrorcore. I kind of had Gangster Nip, Psychotic Genius land in my lap because of artwork, and then I played it, chased his back catalog, started looking around the world. If anybody else is doing something like this, got a hold of some booming words from hell, and pretty much listened to that whole catalog, very influenced by both psych rap and acid rap. I mean, I listened to it all. Brother Lynch, Necro, Psychopathic Records, and out east, listened to Gravediggers, Flatliners. Heard it all. Love horrorcore as a genre. It's better for me than rap. But that's just my taste. I started out as a shock rock, rock and roll, heavy metal, MC, fronting a band, doing rap vocals to rock. Shortly after the time of Body Count's album and the Judgment Night soundtrack, and always listened to like Run DMC and Beastie Boys on the classic type stuff, that integration of rock into rap, and we will be fusing that well over the next year, 2015, and by 2016, hope to have a really good release of that type style that we're going to go back to a little bit.
Yeah. I got a homie, Dome. I'm sure he, you know what I'm saying, he's into a lot of horrorcore. I'm sure he'll dig your music. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dome if you're listening. Yeah, we got a little time left, but we got a couple more tracks we got to get in here before we go. This next one is Night of the Vampire. Now, explain to this, because we were supposed to have an actual vampire on the show. I'm not bullshitting. This is me and Six had a podcast called
blah.
Fuck the Illuminati podcast, right?
Yeah.
We were going to have a vampire on the show who claimed to be a real vampire, but obviously he wasn't. He didn't show up. What's this about, Night of the Vampire?
Well, there's a lot of energy vampires out there, too, isn't there? Yeah, it's just a kind of a typical horrorcore effort that was done during our 2014 recording sessions. I've always used vampire imagery for Relic. That's my solo project. I got the similar image to a vampire with my leaning a little bit gothic with my horrorcore dress. Not to the extent of someone like Kung Fu Vampire, but Relic Killer. It's say my name 3 times. Relic with a K. It's spelled backwards. It's a collaboration between me and my son, and it was just inspired by typical Bram Stoker's type vampire lore, and trying to modernize it a little, get into your energy vampires and people that just suck the life out of you. I think we was talking about that, yeah. So.
Well, here it is. Intro for us.
This is Deified Records touring collaboration, Night of the Vampire by BKB, Relic Killer, Deified. Type it into your computer. You'll find some of this pre-releases. We're not going big with it to 2015, but we just want to put a little bit of it out there to wet up the blood drinkers.
For the blood drinkers. And here it is right here. We'll be right back. Got another track after this, and we're going to kick it with Relic for a little bit, and then we're going to sign off. We also, we might have a show tomorrow, folks, so I'm not going to tell you who's going to be on it, because it's going to be on some other shit. I'm just going to tell you that right now. But we'll get that out to you soon. We'll be right back right here. Yeah, that definitely, yeah, you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had like that guar type feel.
Yeah.
You know that.
That sometimes we categorize ourselves as rock in order to get shows more easily and escape the persona of horrorcore rap.
Do you fit in good with the rock crowd?
Absolutely. I've been down with a lot of rockers. I actually worked with quite a few in my rock years. I'm a big fan of Pantera, Sepultura, Faith No More, Korn, that era of rock, kind of our era of rock, if you will. And just big rock fans. So, again, sometimes we play out under aliases in order to get better shows. That's deified.
Yeah, definitely.
So tour division, try and bring a guitarist, take it somewhere that it hasn't been taken locally here.
So what's the plans for the future? You said you got an album coming out in 2015.
Definitely.
What about touring? Are you going to do any shows? I know you're working with Gangster Nip. You're working with Mastermind, Little Jack. Is there any other guys that you're going to be working with, or that you want to work with?
Boy, that's a good question. I want to work with some of the founders. I would like to work with the Flatliners. They've made a bit of a comeback, and the Gravediggers. I'd like to work with Bazaar of D12. Kind of building light associations with some of them individuals, too. So that's kind of, DJ Paul, Psychopathic. If you listen to the second half of the show, Paul, hey, if you like what you hear. It's kind of like what that brother called in asking Paul how much it would cost him to get a little bit of play tonight. Gotta do that sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta.
Still there?
Yeah, put the word. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just had my son walk in from work, so I kind of ran into my studio, had to open the door. Now I'm back on top of it, so I might be able to give you the chance to say hi to him and him to say hi to your listeners, which I love your listeners, your fan base. You have an educated fan base. That's why I started listening. You got all them shows, too. It's not just music. There's politics. There's comedy. I can tune into something 4 times a week and just kind of get away from the world or hear somebody that's got similar views to me on a lot of stuff, and it's a great thing, man. I appreciate you letting us be a part of it.
Yeah, hey, we appreciate the support. Like I said, there's a lot of people out there that don't support, but there also is a lot that do support behind the scenes. There's a lot of people that make a lot of things happen. So, we appreciate people like you, wanting to fuck with the show. And I just want to say this to the motherfuckers out there who said that they were going to do this or going to do that, never came through. I mean, just like I said before, just leave me the fuck alone. Just stay the fuck away from me, what we're doing, and, it's just a bunch of bullshit. But let's not dwell on that. We're about to run out of time. I want to give you guys a chance to talk a little bit more, and then I also want to play this track. But let's say what up to your son, man. Is he around?
Right on. One last thought on that thing. People's got to look at your organization like PBS, send you guys a Christmas gift, a pledge at the beginning of the year, keep radio shows like yours on the air so that way we can archive our history, we can keep our alternative views out there, and you have an open form of discussion where anybody can call and argue any point, even if it's the absolute other side of what you believe, and the whole conversation ends in somebody getting a little more knowledge, and I love that. Here, son, he's putting you on, so Here's my son, BKB. He just walked in from work. Like I said, he pays his dues. Here he is, BKB 513, my son.
What's up? It's BKB.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How about you?
Oh, man, real good, real good. We just had a good interview with your pops, and before that, DJ Paul. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a hell of a show, man, so far. And he says you just turned 18, huh?
Oh yeah, just starting to live the real life now.
Man, I'm twice your age. If I could turn back the fucking hands of time, I'd love to be 18 again. Wouldn't you, Mac?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mac.
Yeah. You know, I'd love to be 18, 17, shit, 16. Shit, but, you know, I can't turn back the hands of time, so I like to see the young guys still doing shit, though.
Yeah, definitely, you know. What's the scene like in Cincinnati? Is it more geared towards horrorcore, more street? I mean, what's the dominant genre of rap out there?
Well, yeah, I go to a school down here called Laughlin, and it's a pretty different school. It's just most of the kids over there, though, they're into this stuff like Drake, Lil Wayne, all those big name people that play on the radio, and they're all rapping about the same stuff on like every track. Some of the songs are just kind of have no point to them, and people love them. But it's either been done already, like back then by the old guys, Run DMC, all them. But it's got people don't really know what horrorcore is up here at these city schools, and kind of being drowned out a little bit.
Yeah. Well, Mac, you got a lot of friends that are into horrorcore music. Where you're at, what's the horrorcore scene like in St. Louis? Would it be something that Relic and BKB would want to check out?
Yeah, they probably should, man, because I know it's a lot of juggalos and stuff out here too. You know what I'm saying? And they always having raves and shit like that out this way, Prez, and they own little shows and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, when I went to that Mafia 6 and Insane Clown Posse, it was my first time going to a Juggalo concert. I didn't know that they had as many fans out here that they did until I went out to that. So, and that's one thing I say about them Juggalos, though. They is some loyal fans to what they like, though. I give them that.
Oh yeah,
they be deep as a motherfucker.
Yeah, Juggalos are everywhere nowadays.
Yeah. Well, you know, with me, I'm more towards. I lean more towards the wicked shit. You know what I'm saying? But there's different. You know, people got to understand. Amongst horrorcore, there's so many different things. There's acid rap. There's you know, a lot of different genres, and you know, so it's definitely huge. But hey, guys, we're getting ready to run out of time. If you can, we're going to play this last song. I believe it's called Brains by Zombie Apocalypse. But before we play that, though, give all your information. Let everybody know what all your social media and everything. And
all right. Well, my full name is Barnabas Barney. So hit me up on Facebook through Barnabas Barney. I got a Reverb Nation page, strictly known as BKB, my initials. Pretty much got all my real good stuff on BKB. It's classified as horrorcore. A couple other stuff that kind of branches off into its own direction of whatever you want to call it. That's about it.
And you got an album coming out 2015?
Yeah, DFI Records will be releasing a promo album 2015.
Oh, definitely. Well, hey, we look forward to having you guys on again in the future. Relic, are you still there too?
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, man. Thanks again for coming on the show. We appreciate the support.
No problem. What I'll do here for a moment, exactly.
No, go ahead.
Just what he's about to say. I'm going to throw all the social media to all our projects out one last time. This is a perfect song to end the show on. I'll just speak to you soon, like we do. And it's our H.G. Wells type zombie apocalypse hoax. So hopefully somebody tunes into the radio show and all they hear is this song and they think the zombies are taking over the world and someone kills themselves, and we can have the controversy from that. Our social media is you type Hell's Rage into your computer with a S. You type it with a Z. 2 4-letter words. Hell. Put an S or a Z in the middle. The other 4-letter word. Rage. That's my brother's project. It's an awesome project. It's our old school stuff. Then you got Relic Killer. That's me, the president of Defied Records. It's my horrorcore project, my solo project. It's my passion. It's Relic with a K, like it's killer. RELLIK. Type it in your computer 3 times. You're going to see where I'm from. A lot of cool music's going to pop up for you. Say my name 3 times. Type in your computer. We got High C. I in Cincinnati. 4-letter word, HIG-C. You'll get really off-the-wall Kentucky rapper that graces our projects. Tri-State Hippie Cartel, THC. That's our legalized project that I discussed someday. We're going to be owning a club up here in Cincinnati, and when they legalize it, we're going to have a cabaret. We're going to have the music. We're going to have the girls on the poles. We're going to be serving alcohol and help to bring Cincinnati into the next millennium with that type stuff. As my son said, can't not give him props. BKB 513. Type that in your computer. Might be surprised what you find. There's also one called Antisocial Society. It's ASS for short. It's punk rock. Like I said, sometimes we play under the subgenres of something like rock or punk in order to avoid the persona of rap music and just the bullshit and politics that keeps you out of the good clubs. This is our electronica project, Zombie Apocalypse, that you're about to hear. It's brains. If you got any, you would listen to this show, people. Open your minds. Don't die blind. I appreciate you having me on. That's all I got for tonight. I really wanted the music to speak for itself and not talk too much on it, let the listener get what they get out of it. But I know for a fact our horrorcore sound is different than anybody else's. Every one of our songs sounds pretty distinctly different. We're rapping with some of the creators of subgenres in rap, in horrorcore. We're proud of that. We're working with worldwide artists. My son just completed a 30-man cipher yesterday. It's going to be worldwide at age 18. Thanks for giving us your ear.
Hey,
literally.
Thanks for coming on the show, and thanks for the support. We appreciate it. Here it is, Zombie Apocalypse Brains, right here on the Murder Master Music Show. We will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, don't forget to check out KFYB Saturday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got the Church of Reality Sunday, 9 p.m. Central. It's going to be a real brutal one, folks. It's number 80. It's actually about brutal child murders in America. We're going to talk about some horrible, just disgusting cases of the sick, vile monsters murdering children. It's going to be a tough one to do, folks, so you definitely want to check it out. And then next week, more Murder Master music shows. We'll be back, real soon. UGSforlife.com. You know what it is. Peace.
Shout out UGS.
Messages transmitted at the request of the Buffalo County Emergency Management. Reports
zombies attacking people were coming in from several states across the country. Do not provoke a zombie. Doing so will result in an attack. Move to an interior room that is blocked by several doors and walls. Stay calm, as authorities have been dispatched to deal with these creatures. If you have a firearm, get it now. Most importantly, bring food, water, and a battery-powered radio. Symptoms of this virus include initial nausea and vomiting, blurred vision, loss of muscle control, and unconsciousness. Once again, stay calm, as authorities have been dispatched to deal with these creatures.
Big brains, piece by piece, it makes my IQ increase. Got to eat them fast, just the zombies won't last. So deep in the blender, put one in my pipe. We're gonna smoke, we're gonna eat, we're gonna drink your knowledge tonight. Alright?
Woke up this morning, double fast, to find myself in my own pride mind. Hungry like a wolf and mad like Dr. Frankenstein. Better watch out, don't break your mind.
I'm like Hannibal Lecter, I like to eat the brains while they're still alive. 2 cups of blood, toppled with sour cream and chives.
I can smell your brains from a mile away, cause it's pressure on my plate each and every day. The non-stop breathing drives me insane. I'm not the top of a motherfucking food chain.
Gentleman's Jack, and BKB. Yes, I love her brains and her sexy body. This is my kind of body. I'm just doing what the zombies taught me.
It's resurrection day, the zombie bug gets rise up from the grave. Didn't want to build revelation too, but when I get your brain, you did not you ever do.
My sights set on you when I'm ready to feed, taking over the world with my zombie posse. Share with me my hosting disease. I hold your body as the virus is spreading.
Many are called, few were chose. Please jump your nasal cavity, pull your brain out your nose. Hemispherectomy for disrespecting me. Got you shaking like epilepsy.
Ain't got nothing on me, bridge all I want. Me and I see Cincinnati zombies. All we need is the beat for the virus worldwide. Silence crashes at the fight.
Haters get exasperated in a zombie nation, and death is what you're facing. In fact, I think it would be a waste to not see how your face tastes.
It's resurrection day, the zombie bug gets rise up from the grave. Didn't want to build revelation too, but when I get your brain, you did not you ever do.
The violence is online mutilation of mankind, rises from the grave in the blood that them stain. I'll be alive to making sure when I eat your brain, our blood is drying. You make me insane when my global rain flows through your veins. It takes so much time, the zombie strain. You can't restrain my viral rise.
1412, it'll come to pass. You wage war against me, it won't last. Your flesh will rot while you still stand on your feet. Your eyes will rot in your sockets. So keep my name out your mouth. Open your mouth, your tongue falls out.
Revelation, you say dead, but never minded.
It's resurrection day, the zombie bug gets rise up from the grave. Didn't want to build revelation.